Oh, 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 come on. Oh, oh. Am I meant to do something? I think I'm meant to do something. Oh, 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 come on. No one needs to see that. Oh, for Good evening, everyone. It's Mortho here. We are going to do some basics again, like that. Today, we're looking at throw-ups, or throwies, you would have heard them called. So basically, what a throwie is here's a good example. Whoa. Is this chap right here. So basically, it's just the idea of a throwy is it's something that you can do quickly, and also it's something that it works the same way as handwriting, if that makes sense. Basically, the best way that I can describe it without actually doing it is you want to be having like your hand moves in rounded patterns. Just something that you can quickly voom, 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 and just throw it up, literally. Not literally like, you know what I mean. Do some techniques on this, and we're going to sort of just make it up as we go, okay? Check this out. Okay, so today's video is going to go out to a good friend of mine who goes by Rocket, or Rocked for short. We're going to do their throwy as, you know, the letter R, the O, the K, the T, something like that. Just keep in mind that there are letters, but we want that sort of, I'll show you here, that sort of rounded motion, you know, round and round and round. Something that we can do really swiftly. So I've developed my own throwy style after 22 years or whatever. So I'm just going to do it in this big black fella here, and then we'll just you'll see what I'm talking about. So it's just round and round and round and round and you know, round. Keep it flowing, boy. Keep going round in circles. I did that really quickly, only because I'm just so used to doing throwies like this. As you can see, it's quite basic. The R, the O, the K, the T. It's just a style I've developed over the years, yeah? But it's just that roundness, you know, you want your hand to be sort of doing circles and you know, doing little, I don't know what to call them, sort of like you're going one direction and then all of a sudden you're going, you know? Let's do another example quickly, and then from there you would just, you know, you do your shadow, blah 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 blah. But we're not going to focus so much on the shadow today. We're going to be focusing on the actual throwy itself. Sorry, I can't leave shit unfinished. Okay, so we've got the basic idea of what a throwy is, but how do you develop your style? Well, it's quite simple, really. So my letter R here, if I turn it around like this, yeah. Now, just remember going back to letter construction and stuff like that. Instead of doing it as like sharp squares, turn them into sort of circular ovals, I suppose. So, you know, for your R, we'll have one oval down here. We'll turn the loop into a rounded circle like that. And then we can just have a little circle coming down like that. Put it all together. You remember your hands doing circles like this. You can actually sort of just see how it comes along. Now that's quite basic, but you keep practicing going round and round and round with your pens or your pencils or your spray paint, whatever. You will develop a style and you will truly discover what sort of style is yours. Now let's get a little bit more tricky. Going back to the letter R. Now, we saw that I did the sort of oval shape like that, and then we did another circle coming out like that, doing like that. We can make that a little bit more cooler, can't we? Here is, I'm going to change the shape of this circle here. I'm going to make it sort of go up like this. Have a point at the top, and this oval here, I'm going to sort of Yeah, maybe not like that. How does that feel if I did it like that? Feels a bit weird. I think the way that we're going to do it is probably... Yeah, that could be quite cool like that. So can you see that? I've got this curve going here. Yeah. Here I've got a slight curve going there. And remember, it's just... You've got to work with the natural way of how your handwriting is. If that makes sense, you know, like you can't. It's not meant to be something you take your time with, because the slower you go, the more that you just have more of a shaky line. It needs to be something smooth and circular and all that, and then occasionally you just sort of go whoa, 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 whoa. You know, it's got to be that sort of motion, and we've got to do something to the kick here. I think the kick can sort of go. I think we need a point in it. Let's go like that. That's kind of cool. So if it was my handwriting, I would probably start with the straight down, that bit, and then... That's a pretty cool looking R, I guess. You know? Now, the other thing that you'll see a lot of people typically do is they will do the throwies at the bottom of the page, you know, coming off the page like that, or at the bottom of the wall or whatever. It's just so they are only worrying about the sides and the top. If they can completely rid of a side, then that just makes the whole process a lot quicker. See, it comes down to that sort of hand style. You just have to keep practicing your throwy style over and over again. Like everything with this kind of stuff. You just need practice, 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 practice. But you can come up with some really unique ways on how to do your own style. Practicing over and over that your hand style definitely helps. Yeah, it's alright. But yeah, like that's the very sort of basics of throwies. Now, like it's again, it's something that you just have to practice over and over and over. It's definitely something that comes along with your hand style. So you just like I mean, when I say hand style, I mean like your graffiti handwriting. All right, you definitely need your graffiti handwriting down. You need to get that sorted. Just sit there, keep tagging, keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, you will get your own throwy, your own style, your own signature, sort of unique way of actual, you know, doing pieces, tagging, the whole lot. But yeah, it's just something that comes along with practice. I'll show you some others. There's no actual secret or anything like that to doing a throwy. It's just something that just comes with the hand style and how you want it to look, how you want it to shape, how you want it to flow. It just has to be something that you can do super quickly, and that's how this sort of stuff comes along, is because it might be a piece that you've just tried to do really, really, really fast, and eventually it just looks all really nice and curvy. There are some throwies that take a little bit longer than usual, but I'm still confident I can do that quite quickly. This one I'm quite happy with. It's basically a throwy that's been turned into a piece. It just looks nice. Nice, friendly, squishy, fun. So what these are just basically throwies that have been tidied up. They look great. So you look at Check's throwy up here. You can't just, figure that out overnight. It's something that's come to him through, years of doing this shit. Just keep practicing, keep doing all that. And remember, with throwies, it's all about the whip of your marker or your tin or whatever. It's all about the whip. And all about just big, fat, chunky circles. That's the hand motion that you want to be using. Big circles and whips. And that's about it, guys. Keep up the practice. Don't stop. If you have any questions, just comment. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you next time. See ya!